Hello YouTube, the TogaCast here, with my advanced guide to a good soldier, or my good guide to an advanced soldier. Now, the soldier is one of the main classes of TF2, with many people playing it, and there are some certain things that people need to know if they want to actually be good at it, because a lot of people I've seen who are beginning soldiers aren't very good as a soldier. So I'm going to show people like them how to be better as a soldier. As you can see, I have 4 loadouts, which I will go by and explain one by one. But to start, I will use my attack loadout, mostly offensive, for my first startup, because we are playing on CTF Turbine. So I will show you with my offensive loadout, my Liberty Launcher, I like to use because it's got a faster projectile speed. I use my reserve shooter in case any scouts pass by jumping over me so I can mini-crit them. And my pain train to cap faster, which doesn't help too much now, but in some cases it does. So, we will start as offensive, and I can show you how it works. A lot of people like to use the Liberty Launcher because it's a combination of some of the best rocket launchers, because it's got a fast projectile speed and makes for a good long distance weapon. It may not be very good at close range because you can certainly do major damage to yourself if you are at close range. So this way I can get targets further away faster because the projectiles go faster with the Liberty Launcher. The second weapon I have is my reserve shooter. Like I said, on a map like Turbine, there would be scouts running all over the place like that. So when you have your reserve shooter, you have the chance to mini-crit anybody who happens to be airborne. Spy Crab. This also helps, see right there, if you're close up, it still does a lot of damage to yourself. And then you're kind of in a bad situation. But as a soldier, you are very long distance, and this Liberty Launcher helps you get better long distance kills faster. It also helps on crit servers because you can reach people faster with your rockets. Wow. You can reach them faster, and it's just mostly an all-purpose weapon with crits and a yellow hound dog. My second loadout I have to show, which would help right now, is my defensive loadout. Actually, my defensive loadout is right here. This is my high-tech loadout for the soldier. This helps as my defense, because if you're defending a point, you may not always have the capacity to go over and over again without getting ammo. So this is good because this class requires no ammo at all. You can just stay in your spot. You don't need dispensers. You don't need ammo packs. And even if you do, you go out to need health packs because you've been defending for so long without ammo. That's why you have the equalizer, so you can run back faster to get health when you need it. This is also good, the Calmangler, because it can do really bad power attacks, well, really good power attacks actually, where it severely weakens the enemy, which helps a lot if they're standing on a point and you need to get rid of them quick. Now, enough about weapons. I gotta go on to the actual soldier concept. When beginners play as a soldier, they may start to think it's a terrible class because if you don't hit them right in the chest, it doesn't do any damage, which is wrong. If you're a soldier, you're not supposed to hit them in the chest. You're supposed to aim right by their feet. Because if you aim for the chest, they could be dodging back and forth and you're never going to hit anything. But if you aim for their feet with something like a Calmangler, it's got a wide blast radius, especially before they nerfed it. So you don't need to hit them directly to do damage. Like when I shot myself with the Liberty Launcher, I still did damage even though I still didn't hit myself with the rocket. You don't need to hit them straight on or you're never going to get anywhere. The problem with this class as an offensive class is that, oh my, you don't really pack much of a punch with the Khal Mangler. It takes a while to fire every shot. It doesn't do as much damage as the regular, which is why it brings me onto my damage class, which is loadout B, which will not switch. There we go. Now this loadout I use very frequently as well, because if you want to do major damage, the original is the most powerful rocket launcher in the game. Even though it may be the slowest, it's probably a good beginner rocket launcher because it's got such a wide blast radius that you don't need to hit right at their feet or right at them. You can hit anywhere around them and it still does plenty of damage. Like that. I didn't even hit him that time. This is also good on crits, because if you see a crit original rocket coming towards you, you know you're pretty much screwed no matter what class you are, because they're so powerful. And that's why it'll help a lot. That's why I also have the buff banner. If I'm dealing out a lot of damage with my original, and I'm on offense and my team needs help, since I've dealt out all that damage, I have the buff banner, which I can use to support them. So you do damage with it, and then you help your team out with the other parts of it. And you can also run back to get ammo, because you can run out of ammo with the original pretty fast. So, and it's the reason I like this better than the direct hit is that because the direct hit is practically the opposite of the original. Because its rockets are really fast, faster than the Liberty Launcher, but you have a much smaller blast radius, which means if you want to do any damage, you're gonna have to hit the target practically spot on to do anything. If you hit it slightly to the side with an original, it'll still hurt them. But if you hit them that far, like right there with a direct hit, it won't do a single dent because it's got such a small blast radius. So if you want to do a lot of damage, the original is the best. And if you want to just get your projectiles there fast but still have a good blast radius, the Liberty Launcher is the best. Now to my final loadout is my survival class, survival rocket jumper. In this one, this is probably you need to be more experienced to play this. Because it's mostly for rocket jumping. That's why I have gunboats. And if you don't know how to rocket jump, it's not very good for you. If you have the Market Gardener, you can easily crit with it. But it also helps you have a smaller clip size, but you can always get health as long as you're hitting a target, which I'm not. And every time you hit it, you get plus 15 health, which helps if you are just right out there and are very offensive and you get hit really easily, you take damage really easily. This helps a lot because you'll be able to get health without having to retreat back to your base. So if you were taking out a sentry with this, which is why it's in the Tank Buster loadout, it's a lot better because if you take out a sentry with a rocket and you're closer range than really far away, you're going to take some damage. But as long as you keep hitting it, then you'll be fine because you'll get plenty of health. Oh my. You'll get plenty of fail from it. You'll be able to get plenty of health from taking out the sentry, and you'll be able to take out the sentry, and you'll still be fine. You'll still have health left to spare. But I personally usually just use my Liberty Launcher loadout because in my mind this is the most all-purpose loadout there is, because the Liberty Launcher, it's got the same blast radius as the regular rocket launcher. It's faster, the reserve shooter can mini crit, but it's just smaller clip than the regular shotgun. And then the pain train, it really helps because it's not a weak melee, and it's still a lot better for capping points or pushing the cart. Crit rocket. So it will help you, in more cases than something like the direct hit, which doesn't have too many uses. And that's why the Liberty Launcher is a lot better than the direct hit and sells for more. The soldier doesn't really have too many tactics. It's mostly just point and shoot at their feet. But sometimes you're out of ammo, which happens to me a lot, because the soldier can run out of ammo very quickly because he's just firing rockets, and he doesn't firing a small amount of rockets, which he doesn't have too many of to start with. So you want to be sure that if you're going to run out of ammo when you don't have a Cow Mangler or Righteous Bison, that you have a backup. Which, with the fourth loadout I showed you, I didn't have a backup because I had gunboats. So that's why a black box and that loadout is more, you need to be more experienced. Because if you run out of ammo on your black box, which could happen pretty easily, then you're screwed other than your Market Gardener, which won't get you very far, especially on a map like this. Oh my. So that's pretty much all there is to a soldier. The other two rocket launchers, the regular rocket launcher and the direct hit, I just don't care for and don't use at all, because there's really not much point in them. I don't really like the speed of the regular rocket launcher, and that kind of gets on my nerves, so that's why I use the Liberty Launcher. Again, I really love this rocket launcher. I also really love my original. Those are the two rocket launchers I've always used. And I do use my black box if I'm feeling lucky, which is amazing right now. I don't use my Cow Mangler loadout too much because I'm not very good with it. Doesn't do too much damage. But that's the basic concepts of a soldier. There's not too much to be learned, too much else. And if you're just starting this TF2, I recommend playing as a soldier, because soldiers are they have a good amount of health. They're pretty powerful. They're long range and short range and medium range, and they're just an all-out amazing class to play. So I hope you like that, and you can go die in a pit, Garbu. And that is my fun, advanced, special, spectacular guide to a moderately good soldier, which I'm probably not right now. Woo! Woo! Give me a hug, brother. Hug! 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 Yeah, that's better. Give me a nice, warm, fuzzy hug. Yeah. Oh, that's fuzzy. This is all from the TogaCast. We will see you in 20 more years. And nobody likes to high five with me. Anybody? 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 Okay. Hey, Heavy. You love me, Heavy. Come here with your modest pile of hat. Come on. High five. Come on. High five. I just want one high five. That's all I want. There we go. See, soldiers aren't always alone. But they can get backstabbed. Nice way to hold. This is all from the TogaCast in the Guide to an Advanced Soldier. I hope you liked it, and I hope it helped you. Please comment and rate whatever you want. Good.